What's up, Nail Geeks? I am starting my blog getting posts for this weekend with Emily Damali's August 2019 releases. We have tons of foils and multi-chromes to check out here. These are releasing very, very soon, aka tomorrow. So definitely be on the lookout in the Facebook fan group for when these go live, as there is one that is limited to one large batch. So let's get started with the swatches. First up is Fame and Decadence. This is described as a dark gray hollow with very strong copper to gold to green multi-chrome shimmer. This one will be 12 in the US shop and 14 in the Australian shop. So overall formula on this one is crazy opaque, very, very smooth on application, and just really strong in the shimmer as well as the holographic effect. I would describe that hollow as a linear effect. In the sun, you'll see really nice strong rainbows come out to play, and that multi-chrome shimmer is just really in your face. So in bright lights, like what you're seeing on the video here, you'll get a nice strong coppery effect overall. It does have a very strong kind of metallic reflect as well, and on angles you'll easily see that gold and green come out to play on the shift. Just really, really strong. Now here on the opacity, I'm going to suggest 2 coats for this one, as it is very dense, very rich on application, but I don't mean that in any bad way whatsoever. As usual, Emily Damali delivers it with her formulas. So here you can see lovely, lovely self-leveling effect overall. On the full hand shot, I am wearing my normal top coat, and it's just really nice and glossy and very holographic overall. So no issues to report with this one either. Next up is Half Orange. This is a dark but vibrant purple base with orange to pink to gold to green iridescent flakes. So this one will be 11 in the US shop and 13 in the Australian shop. I think purple lovers will be very, very pleased with this one. So the base color overall is a very rich, vibrant purple, but it does have a bit of a dark feel to it overall. I feel like my swatches kind of came out a little bit light overall for that base color. So definitely please refer to my video for color accuracy on this one, as I feel like this is kind of portraying it a little bit better, a little more dark than what my swatches were coming up with. So this one is packed chock full of iridescent flakes. They come off in this really orangey, reddish glow overall. Per usual, I give my bottles a good shake before applying, and as you can see here, they lay down nice and flat for me. They're in a variety of sizes, so you'll see small, medium, and large. No problems with them laying down flat for me, just really easy application overall. So this one dries down on the matte side, so personally I think it would look great matte, though I'm always saying that I'm a glossy type of person, and I'm going in with a glossy top coat on the full hand shot here, and you can see just how much depth overall. In general, those flakes give a really nice pond effect as well, so you'll see them no matter if you wear it as 1 coat or 2 coats. Next is Say the Word. This is a vibrant green base with green, blue to purple aurora shimmer pigment. So this one will be 12 USD or 14 in the Australian site. So once again, I really feel like Emily Damali just owns it on these foil shimmers, and this one is no exception. So overall, we've got a really interesting kind of green, sort of leaning blue undertoned base, and that foiled shimmer right here is just very strong. As you can see on that first coat, it's just really taking center stage here overall. So the formula on this is rich and buttery. I did go in pretty thin on my first coat, as my experience with Emily Damali foils, I know that they're usually very dense overall, and it's pretty effortless to build them up to opacity. So I'm going in thin, just throwing it out there, and I have really nice coverage overall. So here on that second coat, you can really see it layer up and build up just wonderfully. This one is crazy, crazy shifty. So on extreme angles, you'll see that foil shimmer really take on a blue appearance, but in bright lights, kind of somewhat everyday lights is what you'll see here on the video. If you are curious to how this one compares to the other kind of blue/green foils that have been released in the past, Haley does have a comparison up on the Facebook fan group. So next is Tenfold. This is a moss green base with copper to gold to green aurora pigment and silver holographic micro glitters. This one will be 12 in the US site and 14 in the Australian site. So once again, we've got a really, really nice foil going on here. Very, very strong on that aurora pigment. I mean, it's just taking over any bit of that base color in my opinion. I do think that the base is a moss green. It does have a bit of like really nice kind of khaki neutral undertone overall, but what you're going to really see is that aurora shimmer. So in bright lights, like on the video, you'll see it come off as a very strong copper, and on angles and in shaded lighting, you'll easily see it shift over to gold, and on extreme angles, a really strong like luminescent green comes out to play. So this is also packed full of those silver hollow micro glitters, and it gives a very strong sparkle as well. So I feel like this is just one of those polishes that has just so much pigment in it. It's really wonderful. I definitely feel like I just can't see anyone needing to go to 3 coats on it. Here on the full hand shot, I am wearing a glossy top coat once again, and no problems to report with texture or anything like that. Everything is smooth on my nail bed. Next up is the Missing. This is a steel blue base with orange to gold to green shifting iridescent flakes. This one will be 10 in the US site and 12 in the Australian site. So once again, we have an absolutely packed full of flakies finish, and I do want to note on that bottle shot, I feel like that base color was coming off just a little bit light than what I'm seeing in person, so please note that what you're seeing here on the actual application is, in my opinion, color accurate to what I'm seeing in person in a brighter lighting situation. So we have a really nice buttery formula once again, really nice on that opacity, just builds up crazy fast overall, and on that second coat here, you can really see those flakes just pack a punch. So no problems picking them up from the bottle, no issues with them laying flat on the nail, and they give a very strong iridescent effect overall, and they're in a variety of sizes. So there's a couple times I saw some of the larger ones come out on my nail, and then other times they were just medium and small. So there's a really nice scattered kind of opalescent effect overall. Now this one does dry down matte, so once again on the full hand shot you are seeing a glossy top coat applied, and I had no texture whatsoever. And next we've got the Puzzle. This is described as a pale duck egg blue base with copper to gold to green chrome flakes. This one will be 9 in the US and international site and 11 in the Australian site. So I do want to caution you guys, this one is limited to 1 large batch. So once it sells out, it will not be restocked. So this one has a very creamy feel on application. It's just crazy smooth on application. As you can see here on that first coat, I had very lovely opacity overall, and the formula stays exactly where I put it. So really nice self-leveling here as well. I really feel like this is one of those polishes that helps you keep that line against your cuticles really clean overall, as it's just really nice, rich formula. So I do feel like the video here on the nail shot is color accurate to what I'm seeing in person. This is a lovely, lovely kind of slightly springy feeling blue, definitely a duck egg blue, very, very pretty, very flattering overall, as well as it does have just a touch of a kind of warm tone to it as well. So the flakes are of the smaller variety, and they lay down nice and flat for me, and on the full hand shot you are seeing a glossy top coat applied. Next up is Undeterred. This is a vibrant purple metallic flake in a purple base. This one will be 10 in the US site and 12 in the Australian site. So this one is what I would consider a sister to some of the other very lovely metallic flakes that Haley has released over the last couple of months so far. This is just really vibrant, very rich. I do feel like the video once again is being color accurate to what I'm seeing in person. This is really, really opaque on application. I think if you've got a little bit shorter nails, you can definitely get away with 1 coat on it, though no matter what, even if something is 1 coat, I will always wear it at 2 very thin coats, just because that's how I would wear it in real life, as I prefer a thicker application to kind of give me a little bit of protection when I inevitably bang my nails on something. So here on that second coat, it's just really extra, really in your face, really, really opaque. Like this is crazy, crazy glowy. Here on the full hand shot, I am wearing a glossy top coat, though personally I would say any top coat will be fine on this one as it does dry down semi-glossy overall. And finally, we have Where You Stand. This is a dark base with green to mauve to pinkish red shifting foil shimmer. This one will be 12 in the US and international site and 14 in the Australian site. So this is what I would consider a bit of a somewhat neutral, though very vampy multi-chrome. This one is crazy, crazy shifty in person. There's a lot of color roll going on here. In very bright lights slash kind of brighter indoor lighting, you'll see it as this emerald green, which is what you're seeing here on that first coat. And there is a bit of a kind of murky, almost blackened base going on here, though it does kind of hide once you go up to your second coat. So for this one, I would suggest 2 coats for opacity. And as you can see here on that buildup, really nice overall, just lovely self-leveling and very, very shifty. So on angles, you'll see it easily go over to a vibrant purple, and on extreme angles, you'll see a lovely gold come out to play as well. So this one does dry down a little bit on the kind of satin-like side, not quite matte, but a little bit on the flat side. So personally, I would recommend a glossy top coat to really make it pop. Here on the full hand shot, I did top coat it with my favorite glossy top coat, and as you can see, just really, really nice, strong multi-chrome effect overall. So these were released August 19th at 10 a.m. Australian time and August 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern time in each of their respective shops. I'll link you guys below to Emily DeMolly's US and international shop, as well as the Australian shop and the Facebook fan group if you'd like to check out additional swatches and information. Haley definitely gives us lots of sneak peeks at other things that she has releasing on top of her normal releases. So definitely get in there and be a fan so you can check out the additional goodies coming out. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.